today's episode of New Jersey Living, we are back in downtown Jersey City, this time focusing on the rental scene just down here in downtown. I'm at the corner of Jersey Ave and Regent Street. Regent Street, this entire section is really a primary hub of newer rental buildings in the downtown section. So by newer, I'm talking about, past decade plus a little, give or take. Building right here behind me, of course, is one of the newer developments, and they are currently renting now. So one thing that I wanted to point out is the recent news article about Jersey City now being the highest place to rent in the nation, surpassing New York City. So one thing I wanted to point out in today's episode is that there are plenty of options that are very affordable right here downtown, relatively speaking, because the number that was given in this article, and I cannot remember right offhand if it was the median or the average, but 5,500 was the number. Did not specify about bedrooms and baths. We are going to see several units that are under 5,000. We're going to see some that are even under 3,000. Right here again, downtown. This is the prime rental location here in the city. So this building right here, we're not going to feature, but I'm going to have 4 buildings we're going to stop by. The Luxury building will be on Hudson, and that will be the last stop. Please do stick around for that. But we're going to take a look at 4 different buildings, different numbers of rooms, different spans of range of rent, and you'll get a bit of a feel for what the dollar figure gives you in terms of what's luxury and what is a nice and affordable accommodation right here downtown. So thanks for joining. Let's get on for the ride. Welcome to New Jersey Living. If you are trying to learn everything there is to know about the suburbs of New York City, but on the New Jersey side of Hudson, this is the channel for you. New Jersey Living will cover neighborhoods, dining scenes, social, entertainment, iconic locations throughout various suburbs of New York, meaning northern New Jersey, as well as some of the suburbs in urban spots and suburbs in the general area. So we are today covering the rental scene, as I mentioned a little earlier. Just to introduce myself, my name is Corey Jones. I'm a real estate agent with Compass Real Estate. And for those Jersey hunters that have been watching throughout the journey with me, welcome back. For those who are new, welcome aboard. Please be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay updated on all of our upcoming episodes. Here we are at our first stop on the rental tour. Behind me, you can see building 174. We're on Grand Street in Jersey City. I'm going to pan around a little. You're going to see across the street, it is that Regent section I just referred to in the opening. This is kind of like the southern tip of that as you start to get into Paulus Hook, which there's an episode on that as well, should you want to visit there and visit that episode just to get some insights there. We are not far from Taqueria, going back to my Jersey City Eats, downtown Jersey City Eats, just a few blocks away from where we are right now. So this is very walkable to dining. I'm going to flash up a quick map as to what the walk to Grove Street Station will look like. Not very far at all. I'm estimating right off the top of my head right now, probably about an 8 to 10 minute walk, probably no more than 12. So there are 2 units that rented here. With the rentals, they are all recently rented. Unlike the properties that are sales, I'm not going back 30 days. If I go back 30 days, downtown Jersey City alone would have 150 plus rentals. So I focus on the past 2 weeks, which still is like 66. So 2 units in the past 2 weeks have rented right here in this building. One was 3E, which was a studio. Did have a private balcony. And a studio portion was, the bedroom portion that is of the studio was like a loft. So all hardwood floor, upgraded kitchen and bathroom. So it's not new construction, it's not luxury by any means. The list price for the rental was at $2,595, and it rented for $2,700. Shared backyard, shared laundry, and you can see again the general aesthetic of the area is right in the heart of that rental section between the Regent buildings and the and Paulus Hook. The other unit was 2C, 1 bedroom, so it had a loft as well, but had a separate bedroom, listed at $2,700 and rented at $2,700. That particular unit did not have the private deck, and I don't have the photos to flash, unfortunately, but the bedroom had some carpet. It was not in as good of a maintained condition as the studio, hence the price is kind of similar, the rental price that is. But these are still units that are in overall upgraded condition, hardwood floors. By no means are you in some kind of scenario where it's not livable or not very desirable. That's not the case at all. And that is under $3,000 right here in Jersey City. So it is attainable. All right, so we're gonna take a trip to our next 2 spots. We're gonna kind of climb the ladder, if you will, both price point and level of luxury, with the most luxurious being at the end, our final building. So stick around for that one so you can see when someone references the expenses of being in Jersey City, what 5,000 plus gets you in Jersey City. You're definitely at a luxury level at that point. So I'll see you at the next stop. We're at our second stop, 548 Jersey Ave. As you can see, it's a corner building right here, just above a floral shop. 548 unit, I'm gonna pan up just a little so you'll see the entire building, was unit number 2. We are 2 blocks from Grove Street Station. We are immediately across the street from prime dining scene here in downtown, the Grove Street section of downtown. So we are right where Newark Ave cuts directly all the way down through to the Grove Street Station. This unit is 2 bedroom, a bath and a half, 1,200 square feet. Hardwood floors throughout. The kitchen and bathrooms, very good shape. This gives a premium because of location. From where I'm standing at this corner, which is directly outside the door, as you can see right behind me, this is 5 minutes, easily 5 minutes to Grove Street Station. So this gives, again, an idea of why it's prime. Price for the rental was $3,690. The rental landed at $3,750. 3 days on the market, 3 days, okay? So gives you, again, an idea of why prime locations like this are prime, both because of price and demand. So whoever landed this spot they are literally a step out. If they want to get some flowers, it's just literally outside the front door. But again, across the street, this direction for one portion of the dining scene, Newark, which is that light directly behind me. That is the scene that you saw in my Village and Hamilton Park episode that gave you the full scope of that stretch of just dining and retail. All right, so great location. And this, we haven't even hit the luxury end yet. Okay, so this is still under $4,000 for a 2 bedroom, bath and a half in a prime location. So next stop, next 2 buildings are going to be the new construction luxury end. I'll see you there. We're at the first of our 2 luxury buildings. This is 160 First Street. The Oakman, as you can see behind me perhaps a little bit, flash up a couple photos of the front that you may not be able to see too well from where I'm standing right now. Has a garage, Tesla charging stations are inside on the street. Also, luxury level building, which means you have a rooftop residence lounge. You have a pet grooming station. You have all of the amenities that you can imagine. There's cold storage if you have deliveries that have to be refrigerated. There is A to Z bells and whistles and these type of accommodations, and the rent price reflects it. This was 2 bedroom, 2 bath, slightly under 1,200 square feet, 1,188 to be exact. So again, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, listed and rented at $4,500. 9 days on the market. So I'm gonna flash up just to give you a pan up so you can kind of get the top end of the building. And I'm gonna rotate around, and you're gonna see surrounding this building are several other new buildings, newer construction, and there are still other buildings being constructed right now within a block's distance from here. They find space, I'll put it that way. So there are more buildings like this. This is directly, say, 1 block from Grove Street Station. I'll flash up again a map just to show you what the walk would be like. Again, probably about a 5-minute at best from this location as well. It's just that this is something that has more luxury amenity. Still under 5,000, however. So 4,500, 2-bed, 2-bath. This is what you have. Kind of pan you towards the Hudson River direction. You are not going to get city views with this type of building. This is not a tower that stretches up that high, and there will be other obstructions that would block a view anyway, being that this is not waterfront. But you still have that convenience of being close to the train station and all of these luxury amenities that come with it inside. So we're going to get to our final stop. That particular location, there were 4 units that have rented in just the past 2 weeks, and we'll feature those with a few photos to flash up, just to give you an idea what the tower scenario looks like here in downtown Jersey City. All right, I'll see you there. At our final stop, we're at 77 Hudson. Right behind me, you can see the Hudson and the New York City skyline. 77 Hudson is the tower right here on the corner. I'm gonna really pan up to give you an idea of how high this goes. So our lowest floor for the units that we're gonna discuss today is gonna be on the 19th floor. So pretty much all of our views are high enough to have city view. This is super luxury. So when I said soup to nuts for the Oakman on First Street, this is even next level beyond that. We're talking about indoor, outdoor pool. You're talking about spa, a cinema inside. This is truly luxury level. From where I'm standing right now, there are 2 options to get into the city. One is the ferry. So if we were to cross the block right over here down to the waterfront, just a quick left and you're right there at the ferry boarding station. Take the ferry into Manhattan. Or there is a walk about maybe 3 blocks down to Exchange Place. I'll map that out really quickly so you see what that looks like to get to the path. Whether you want to get over to World Trade, that World Trade trip is really 10 to 15 minutes. Midtown's a little different. You would take the Exchange path into Jersey City down to either Grove or Journal Square, and then get an exchange to a different train that would get you to Midtown Manhattan. So the first unit is a studio. The studio is 525 square feet. The rent price was $3,150, rented at $3,200. So just price compare to what we had on our first stop, which literally is probably about maybe from here about a 3 to 4 block walk on Grand. So we see that 2700 gave you a studio that had an actual loft space, but again, different accommodations here. All right, so that's the first unit. I'm gonna take a quick walk over to the front. I'm also gonna show some footage, some pictures from online to show you the interior. These are not the interior photos of the units I'm referencing today, but gives you an idea of what the interior looks like. I'm also gonna do a little quick walk down to the waterfront to show what the ferry commute looks like as well. So quick pause. I'm gonna jump across the block and we'll be in front of the building for discussion of the next 3 units. Behind me is the entrance, this main entrance to 77 Hudson. Of course, like other luxury buildings, there's gonna be security to get through. So often they have a fob key or a card of some kind to swipe for entry. I'm gonna give a quick flash as soon as I get totally free of traffic, a site down the block so you can see where the light rail station pickup is, and Exchange Place, the path station, is directly a block over from there. The first unit that I referenced, the studio, that was on the 24th floor. The 1-bedroom is what we're going to get into a little description of now, which was on the 19th floor. 1 bedroom was roughly 744 square feet. listed and rented at $3,850. So again, you get a little idea of price point. I have a clearance right now, so I'm gonna pan just a little. So you'll see down the block. So down the block here, you may be able to spot a little covered section where the pickup is for light rail, pickup drop off is for light rail. Along Hudson, stays relatively quiet like this. Even when there's traffic, there's not extreme high volume because not too much traffic comes down this way. Many people would have taken the train in or parked in a garage, but it is for a city scene, relatively quiet compared to the streets of Manhattan. So that's a little bit of an idea on the 1 bedroom. Let's jump into the 2 bedroom description. As we feature the 2 bedroom unit, I'm on the opposite corner. Behind me, you can see light rail is moving in both directions. This one is passing by, going further south, and there's another train right there at the Exchange light rail stop. So at the street level, like most of these buildings, there is retail, and Hudson Green Market is kind of a little shop where you can come and you can pick up kind of like convenience store kind of items, drinks, salad, coffee, sandwiches, things of that nature. So a really convenient spot for those that reside right here at this level. So the 2 bedroom unit, listed and rented at $5,700, slightly over 1,000 square feet, 1,061 square feet. And that particular unit is on a 46th floor. So again, we're talking about units that would have clear sight of what you see behind me when you look at the Hudson and the city skyline there. And their penthouse unit, which had 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,500 plus square feet, listed at $7,200, rented at $7,400. And none of these particular units were on the market more than I think 24 days was the longest amount of time on the market. Give you an idea of what kind of demand was there. So this is truly, when we're talking about rents being high and being among the highest in the nation, we're really referencing places like Hudson right here. I'm gonna pan up again. We're referencing Hudson towers like this that are super luxury, on the waterfront, giving great view, being absolutely convenient to transit. Also, there's a garage on the opposite side. So just giving you an idea of the convenience that comes with this type of price point. So want to thank everyone again for joining this episode. Please do leave a comment, drop some questions or some comments or maybe some perspectives, some experiences about the rental market. If you need to contact me, I do work rental. My contact information is right here below. You can reach me by text, phone call, email, whatever you prefer. And please do click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming episodes. So Jersey Hunter been with me. Thanks again for joining. Those that are new, welcome aboard, and I will see you the next episode. Stay safe.